Hi, this is Nick. Welcome to the channel where we talk all things real estate in the Czech Republic. Today we're going to continue our series on buying a property, and we're going to move on from viewings onto negotiation. So hopefully from the viewings that you've done, you have found one or two properties that you would be interested potentially in buying. You know, you've done your research, you've analysed maybe the documents that have been given to you by the agent, and you think that, you know, one or two really check out. So, you know, how do you continue from here? You know, a lot of people are always focused on trying to get the price down, and of course this is something you might want to do, but you have to really consider, you know, who else might be interested in the property. From your research, does this look like it's going to be a really hot property, and actually you just don't want to miss out on it because you think the price is okay? So, you know, you've got to consider that first. I think in those situations, maybe you want to handle it by, you know, really fast responses with the agent, calling the agent, really making him think that, you know, you really want to buy it. Because obviously, as soon as he finds someone who wants to buy it, he can, you know, reduce his workload for that property and start getting close to being paid. So, of course, it's in his interest to work with you. So I think from that side, agents want to hear things like, yeah, we've got our mortgage pre-approved, or, you know, we're thinking about buying in cash, even if eventually you get a mortgage. Just things that may get you higher up the process, because as an expat, you may find it harder in this process than maybe a local Czech person will, because, you know, their agents have struggled in the past with expat buyers and foreign buyers, and then maybe not being able to do what they think they can do, you know, not getting a mortgage, etc. So, you know, there's a trust issue there straight away, which hopefully you can deal with by being, you know, really, you know, communicating with them really, really well. So in that case, all we want to do is try and get the deal across the line, ask them for a reservation contract, and, you know, you can always inquire about some kind of price discount, but the main thing I think is that you want to be seen to be interested in the property. Now, in a different situation, you might have something where you think not everyone's going to be interested in this property. It's got something a bit different. You know, maybe you wanted a ground floor place with a little garden. It's maybe a little darker, but you really want the garden. Or maybe you want to fully reconstruct somewhere, and you've seen a place that you think you can make a really great plan out of that maybe someone else hasn't seen. In this case, you might feel that actually no one else is probably going to jump in and buy this in front of me, so I really want to work on negotiating the price down as much as possible. And I think then it's about, you know, playing a game. It's always like, first of all, you should always appear interested. I don't think the idea of we're not interested and, you know, hoping the agent will come back to you, you know, to see if you're interested later is going to work. So you just want to say, yes, you are interested, but maybe, you know, from your research, you think the price is too high. Would you be able to come down? You know, we've seen similar properties for this. We're between a couple of different properties. You know, we kind of prefer a different one, but we'd go with your one if it was this price. You know, it's something the agent can go back to his client, the seller, and see if they're able to move on. You know, and also in both of our situations, I'm not suggesting you should bribe the agent, but, you know, it may be something that you can always say, like, hey, look, if I can, you know, maybe pay you on the side, could something happen here? You know, it can work in certain situations, but it all depends on the agency itself. Hopefully this one's been useful, and next time we're going to have a look at closing the property and coming to a full conclusion and owning a property. See you next time.